Yo, if you haven't heard by now, Tommy Fury and Darren Till are going to be fighting on Misfits 20, January 18th. Bit of a mad fight, but I think it should be a pretty interesting one. And Tommy and Darren just had a press conference last night. I haven't watched it. I've heard there's a bit of a kick-off. So this is going to be a pure, authentic reaction. And as I said yesterday, we've got Tommy Fury versus Darren Till before we got GTA 4, Vice City. So let's jump into this press conference. We're all for the drama here on the Shaun Jones channel. Make sure you subscribe for daily uploads. Let's maybe try and get another 5 or 10k subscribers on the channel before the end of the year. We had a slow start to this year because of all copyright strikes, but we're past that now. So if you like daily fighting content that doesn't take itself too serious, then check out my content and consider subscribing. And once again, I have done you the honours of chopping out all of the nonsense from this press conference. So let's jump straight in.
Moving like a CEO, but I do have to ask, you tweeted yesterday, speaking of Tommy, glad to know that the word I can't repeat on DAZN knows his place, working for me. What did you mean by that, KSI?
Well, I mean, he is working for me. He's working under my organization. So technically, I'm his dad. So, you know, I'm out here paying him. So he should appreciate that. And yeah, that's all I've said. And hopefully he doesn't get too upset about that. But he doesn't really have many places to go. This is the best place in terms of crossover boxing misfits. He has to accept that. I am his dad.
But you have to accept, KSI, that your organisation is pretty shit with regards to the fights that you put on, because no one cares about the influencers who you have fighting the majority of the time on the Misfits card. Tommy Fury is the reason why this event is going to do good. So although it's KSI's company, Tommy's got the leverage because he's got the star power. Without the star power of the fighters, your organisation's crap. The organisations that don't have the marketing, that don't have the star power, and who just have the raw talent are still playing catch up. That's why ONE FC is still relatively underground. They've got an absolute massive following, but in terms of mainstream exposure, until they get those stars, it's not really going to break out, although they are getting a lot more stars now. They've got Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson, who's just retired. They got Rod Tang, they got Super Lerch, they got Liam Harrison, John Haggerty. So they've got these stars, and there is a lot more eyeballs coming to it. So anyway, KSI, yeah, your organisation and this event is nothing without Tommy Fury. So I'd say that he's your daddy. He also beat you last time you fought. You just danced around the cage and hugged.
No comment at all. It's about me and Darren Till, the two proper fighters up here. That mug had his chance. He's a beaten fella.
So you my daddy as well, KSI? You must be my daddy as well, innit, lad?
Well, I mean, I guess so, then yes.
What a guy.
I've got 2 sons next to me. I'm excited. I'm loving this moment.
Notice KSI's energy change there. KSI would not say a bad word about Darren Till because Darren would flatten KSI with his big fat forehead.
And let's not get it twisted, you know, as opposed to the fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. This will be a proper fight. We're going to see actual fireworks. We're not going to see 2 men just stare at each other for 8 rounds. We're going to see 2 men absolutely obliterate each other, and it's going to be entertaining throughout.
I agree with that. This is a much more legit fight than the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight. 100%. Listen, I'm not one for conspiracy theories within fighting, and I was one of the first to say that Jake Paul fight wasn't rigged. But there's a lot of evidence coming out now showing that it was potentially rigged. Mike Tyson was incentivized to go the distance, and if Mike Tyson would have got an early KO, he would have got less money. I was going to do a dedicated video to it, but it's not worth it now. The moment's passed. So this fight, Darren Till versus Tommy Fury, it's legit. Tommy's an alright boxer. Darren Till is game. So I myself am putting some respect on this fight, and that's why we're going to do the coverage for it.
Big John Fury, what was your reaction to coming back to Misfits?
They pay well. No, listen, it's a great fight. Darren Till's going to bring it. He wants to make his city proud of him like we do our city, which I'm sitting on the fence here because I've got a lot of friends in Liverpool because I'm not from Manchester or Liverpool. I'm an Irishman, born in Ireland. So I'm going to sit on the fence because a lot of friends in Liverpool, a lot in Manchester, but it's going to be a cracking night. Not like you've seen previously. These 2 men are going to try and kill each other because there's that much on the line. More than money, more than anything, they're going to bring it and knock lumps off one another because, you know, there's always been a rival, Liverpool and Manchester, and that's what it's about. And people, you're going to be introduced to a cracking fight because Darren Till, he's been there, he's fought the best in the world in MMA, tough guy, knows what it is to get it and cracked, you know, and so does my lad. So let them go to war, eh?
I love the way it's John Fury's son who was fighting, yet John said, I'm just going to sit on the fence on this fight. He basically said he's not picking sides. John, it's all right to back your son, you know. I know you was a little bit disappointed that Tommy Fury didn't get KSI out of there, but it's all right. Back your son, lads. We're not going to judge you.
Calm John Fury. A lot more respect, maybe, this time around for this matchup?
How do you mean?
Between Darren and Tommy in the sense of the matchup?
Absolutely, because they're two proper fighting men, aren't they? You know, he's earned his stripes, Darren Till. I know he's crossing over into Tommy's world, which I thank him for that. And he's got a big pair of stones for doing it. So good luck to him.
A much more calm John Fury. The last time we seen him at a Misfits event, he flipped the entire table.
Why Darren Till? Why now?
First of all, before I get going on this, let me just remove this piece of shit. Get that off there. That's for
He just threw the prime off the stage. Where's the laughs? Get a sense of humour, people.
starters. And listen, why not? This fight's as new to the public as it is to us. You know, I'm sure Darren's the same. We sat down with the Sowlands, we was talking about coming back. And as soon as my hand was able to, you know, put me back in the ring, I've been there. And he said, you know, what about Darren Till? We said, why not? Liverpool against Manchester. You know, Darren Till is in his prime. He's 31 or 32, I'm not sure. He's not washed up, he's not old, and he's going to come to fight. That's what we know about Darren Till. He's got a set of bollocks, and I want to fight because my previous fight was too much hopping around and star jumping, so I want a proper fight, and that's why we've took the Darren Till fight. So
You weren't able to deal with it, though.
Yeah, Tommy, you weren't able to deal with the star jumps. Good comeback, KSI. KSI, even though Tommy was the professional boxer, you came out looking a lot worse after that fight than Tommy Fury did. I love the way Tommy is just getting the slide digs in at KSI. It's perfect. That's all he needs to do. Tommy's in a good, unique spot because he's already beat the two top influencer boxers, KSI and Jake Paul.
Well, I mean...
Listen, at the end of the day, I'm not going to get into it because I'm going to give Darren the respect he deserves. Because this is our show.
Like Darren
this is our show. This is our show.
A weird style that you won't be able to deal with.
So anyway, I'm looking forward to January 18th. It's going to be a cracking fight. And definitely back with a bang. I am. Back with a bang.
Maybe grounds of a rematch. Who knows? Darren, let's take it to you. What was your reaction to getting this opportunity?
Nothing. No one's wanted to fight me for 2 years. I've asked for everyone. And my fucking manager said, fight Tommy. I said, just come back to me with a contract. I signed it. I don't know how much I'm getting paid. I don't know how many tickets I'm getting. I'm not asked. I'm coming here to obliterate Tommy on January 18th, and that's it. I'm not asked about anything, to be honest with you.
Well, we've heard Darren say that he's not asked before, but we won't show that clip because I live in the same city as him, and I'll show him respect, and I don't want to get me head kicked in. But Darren just said that no one's wanted to fight him for 2 years. Now, that's not entirely true, though, is it, Darren? Because remember the Strongman MMA tournament that was meant to take place early on this year between Eddie Hall, Mitchell Hooper, Martin Ford and Brian Shaw? Remember when that was meant to go down? Well, multi-time Muay Thai champion John Wayne Parr was actually set to fight on that card, and he was meant to fight with Darren Till, and he actually just posted this 18 hours ago. He said, so strange Darren Till says he can't find anyone to box. Back in March, he paid me $10,000 to sign the contract to box him in Dubai at the end of June. After I received the money, so he actually got the money, there was no more contact. 6 weeks later, I'm reading that he signed to fight on the undercard of Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. The first time that they were matched, easy 10k for John Wayne Parr. And here's the DM that Darren sent John. All right, mate, add some of my team onto me wanting to make a fight between us boxing in Dubai. I'm not arsed, though. I reckon it could be massive and good money in it if you were interested. And obviously a bit crazy us fighting. I've watched you all my life, lol. So John Wayne Parr pretty much got 10 grand for nothing. But to be honest, I don't think that was anything to do with Darren Till. I don't think it was his fault because that whole event just fell apart. It's just strange that Darren Till said there that no one's wanted to fight him for so long when he literally had a fight set up this year. Maybe he just wants to keep his focus on this fight and doesn't want to create any other offshoot narratives. I get it.
You made a successful boxing debut earlier this year, but this is a big leap up in competition. Where do you rate Tommy Fury?
I don't know, I haven't really seen much from him. I know he's fought, a few pros before Jake and KSI, but just haven't seen anything, to be honest with you. I don't know, I'm gonna obliterate him, I am. I'm gonna fucking absolutely do a number on him. I'm gonna walk him down and obliterate him, I am.
Oh.
And he knows it. I can tell he's swallowed it already, so, you know, it's just one of them.
Listen, Darren, you got to walk into the firing line, mate. And everyone I've sparred from the Olympics who's turned over pro, It's different watching me on the
Well, at the
television.
end of the day, if I can't beat it, I'll just kick you in the face in there. How about that?
Well, that's not going to happen, Darren.
Well, it obviously is. How are you going to stop?
Because we're 8 in the cage now in a boxing ring, and you're going to find out that boxing
If I'm
is very
losing that
different
fight, I'll
to MMA.
just kick you straight in your face.
Listen,
you won't know what
you
to
kick me straight in the face, well, that's it. It's going to be a proper fight then, isn't it?
But then I'll win because I'm a proper fighter.
Well, you're
I'm
not
a
gonna
boxer.
win. You're not gonna
I don't
win.
walk into
Listen,
rooms. I don't walk in a
I've
room
seen-
like this and see boxing and go.
Darren.
I walk in. No one in here is a threat to me. No,
why-
not
so why
one
did you come
person
over?
in this room.
So why come over?
Security, you, your dad are not a threat to me. I'm an MMA fighter, so
Why
if I
come
wanna
over
kick
then?
you
Why-
or elbow you in the face, I will.
Why
And
come
no
over
one
to
can
boxing?
do anything about it.
Why come
How
over to
about that?
boxing? Listen, Darren,
What have
just
you
be happy.
forgot?
Oh, Dad, this is getting heated.
I sparred your brother. I sparred your brother Tyson and
Yeah, yeah.
treated him like a baby.
Yeah, it's fine.
So if I'm in that fight and I'm losing, I'm going to go, right, I'm kicking him in the face now. And you ain't going to do shit.
So,
I'll look
hold
at
on, hold
KSI,
on, hold
I'll
on
say,
a minute.
KSI,
Hold on.
find me all my money because I'm not even asked. I'm
All
not asked
right.
about the money.
Right.
He's not asked.
I'm not asked about anything. I'm there to obliterate you.
We understand you're not asked, but when that doesn't work and you say you're going to pull out
What do
a
you
kick,
mean when
what
that
good's
doesn't
that going
work?
to be?
So
What
I'm
good's that
supposed to
going to
give you
be?
the low kick, Evan. You were crawling around,
Yeah, but
baby.
Darren, mate, we ain't in the cage.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
this
If I'm
is a
losing
fist
the
fight.
fight, I'm just going to go boom and kick you in the face. That's...
What's that going
Oi,
to do?
listen,
What's
pig's
that going
eyes.
to do?
Oi,
What did John Fury call him? He called him pig's eyes.
What's that going
oi,
to do?
listen,
What's
pig's
that going
eyes.
to do?
Oi.
Oh my word. This is going off already. So Darren's making the claim that if he's losing, I'm just going to kick it in the head. I'm not asked. Obviously, he's not going to do that. He's just willing to sell the fight. And I was a little bit worried early on in this press conference because Darren was coming with that, whatever, energy. Like he couldn't be bothered. Like, why am I even here? But he's just turned it up a notch. This is what we need, Darren. This is what we need, Tommy. We need this back and forth. We need this beef. We need that investment in order for people to care about this fight. But listen what Darren's saying. It's facts. He's saying, I'm the MMA fighter in here, and no matter what, no one in here can stop me if I wanted to kick someone in the head. And say what you want about Darren Till's up and down career, he's right. And he kind of caught Tommy off guard there. Tommy said, well, if you kick me, it's going to be a real fight then, isn't it? And Darren was like, yeah, which favours me, the MMA fighter. You're operating within strict parameters within boxing. I can do whatever I want, and I'm proficient with every weapon.
I was going to be respectful to you, but you, oi, pig's
Shut up,
eyes.
Little John, be quiet.
Listen, Little John, you
I'll
could
kick you
leave
in the
my
face,
son's
Little
Tyson's
John.
name out of your mouth.
What?
Leave his name out of your mouth. You're good enough to
I'm
suck
being
his
real. Tyson come to spar me, and I treated him like a baby.
Yeah,
so
no, wait,
how's
wait,
Tommy?
You couldn't treat me like a
Little
baby.
John, shut
Pig's
your mouth,
eyes,
Little John. You're
pig's
shut your
eyes,
mouth.
pig's eyes.
Hang on, no one's seen you since you bladdered Tyson. Where have you been? Go back to where you came from, mate.
Pig's eyes, pig's eyes.
Shut up, Little John.
Pig's
Shut up,
eyes.
Little
Listen, it's
John.
fine,
Shut
'cause
up.
all this bullshit
How
goes
could
on.
Oh, this is what I mean. We haven't seen this Darren Till in a long time, but we're seeing that fire inside him now. And I do think this approach by Darren could potentially throw Tommy Fury off. It could knock him a bit. Get Tommy doubting himself, Darren. Darren's also putting it in Tommy's mind that if I start losing, I'm going to kick it in the face. Now, even if Darren doesn't do that, that seed is planted in Tommy's mind. Is he going to kick? Is he going to kick? And it might throw Tommy off his game plan. Mental warfare. I love it.
Lad,
It goes out the window
lad,
on the
how's your
18th.
bluff? What, well, I've
It
just
goes
got
out the window on
well,
the
I've just
18th.
said what I'm going to do.
It goes out the window on the
All right,
18th.
mate, sound.
So
What are
talk
you
all you
actually
want.
gonna do, Tommy?
I'll be seeing you on the 18th.
Don't disgrace Liverpool, but all this bullshit. We've come here to respect you.
Cut the bullshit.
You know
Little
what?
John, be
you're
quiet, Little
disgracing
John.
your city, mate.
Little John
I know a lot of
shut
good
your
people in
mouth.
Liverpool, and you're tending not to be one of them, pal. I know some good people in Liverpool, and I tell you
Yeah,
what,
I'm
you
a
are
prop-
a disgrace to
listen, I'm a
Liverpool.
proper- I'm a cunt and I'm an asshole.
Are you?
Yeah,
You're lucky
obviously
you've
I
got
am.
a face, I know that. And two
Little
pig's
John,
eyes stuck on it.
shut up. You haven't been seen since you could batter
you.
Fury.
One thing I love about Tommy Fury fights is that he's only ever involved in the trash talk about 20% of the time, and the other 80% is John Fury. It's a package deal.
Darren.
No. They swallowed it and I called it.
Fuck you, pig's eyes.
We'll see you swallowed it. Hey, we'll see
Little
you
John,
swallowed it on
shut your
18th
mouth,
of fucking
Little
January,
John.
mate.
Little
UFC,
John.
man.
We apologise for the
I said it
language
before and I'll
on
say it again.
DAZN.
MMA fighters can't box and it'll
Tommy,
happen on
you've got the
January
IQ of a loaf
Let
of
me
bread,
say
mate.
that.
What are you on about?
All I'm going to say.
You're an empty head.
Hey,
You're an
Darren.
absolute...
Oh, John, Big John started it.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Go ahead, Darren.
Hey, yo, 6 p.m., baby, get your tickets. 6 p.m.
He's going around the front. He's going around the run. Go on, go. Go.
This is going to be fireworks. Tune in January 18th, the Co-op Arena in Manchester. It is all bad blood here between Tommy Fury and Darren Till.
He's still going for it.
I'll see you on 18th. See what you are. We'll see what you are on 18th. We'll see what you're on 18th. Talk.
Before we face these two off, if we can, we're going to take a quick peek at the return of Deji.
No one cares about Deji. Let's see this face-off. Darren's having fun with it. Shaking the security's hands. Alright, okay, no face-off. Understandably so. Pretty hilarious. That escalated quickly. And I like this approach that Darren Till is making. Because I think in terms of pure boxing skills, Tommy Fury beats Darren Till. However, I do think with a bit of mental warfare, with that seed planted in Tommy's head that I'm going to kick you if I'm losing. And even just when Darren Till's in the fight, just twitch the hip slightly. Just twitch it like Adesanya style. Just show it to him and it'll get him thinking. And I think that might actually shift the tide in Darren Till's favour. Also, Tommy's been going through a lot lately. He's had a pretty public separation with Molly May. There's kids involved. The media want to report on it all the time. They're asking him for interviews. Is Tommy Fury going to be going into this fight focused, or is he going in with a distracted mind? Darren Till could edge this fight with this mental warfare. Very interesting stuff. Darren Till, he's a hothead. He got very heated there at the end, but I do think he knows what he's doing. I do think it's somewhat part of the strategy. However, it was Big John who escalated it, so I think it's confirmed. The build up to this fight is going to be fun. What do you guys think? I try and read as many of the comments as possible. Let me know your thoughts down below. And as I said at the start of this video, if you watch this channel and you're not subscribed, then subscribe with notifications turned on, because we upload pretty much every single day. And I've also got a Patreon with exclusive content on there that either isn't allowed on YouTube or that has to be censored on YouTube. You can check that out as well. And there's also a free 12-week training program in the description with 30 daily email tips on how to optimize your training and nutrition. So check all that stuff out. Appreciate you all, and I'll see you tomorrow.